So which dragon should I give you first?
I don't know. I barely read the first book. So, actually, I think I read the first book and a little bit of the second one because that one had water dragons in it, right?
Yeah.
Like, focused on mud dragons and maybe some water dragons. I don't know.
But you have no memory of what any of them look like, really?
No, not really, no.
Okay. That's valid. I'm gonna be picking a dragon, I guess. I feel like Rainwings would be very fun for you to draw.
Those are the drippy ones, right?
The what?
The drippy ones.
No?
They're not drippy?
I don't know. I can't tell you any information on them. So I'm going to read you their description, and you will be able to draw one. I like your little doodle.
Thanks.
So the description for Rainwing.
Okay.
Scales constantly shift colors, usually bright like birds of paradise. Prehensile tails.
Sorry, what?
Prehensile tails.
What does that mean?
It's like a monkey tail. Or they can like wrap around stuff. And use it to grab things.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. At least I think that's what it means. I don't know.
I don't think I spelled that correctly.
Okay, and their abilities. They can camouflage their scales to blend into their surroundings and use their tails for climbing. No known natural weapons. Oh, but I'm going to spoil something for you.
Oh, yes.
Okay? They actually do have natural weapons.
Oh!
They just don't use them that often, but they can also spit venom.
I think I remember reading that one.
Yeah, so they can spit venom.
Didn't they learn that with, like, Sunny? Is her name Sunny?
Sunny is a sandwing.
Yeah, didn't they learn something about that when Sunny was in danger from some sandwings or something?
Yeah. They went over that in the first book, so.
All right.
I like you got your notes now.
I got notes.
That's all you get for what you think the Rainwings look like.
I moved my computer so I could be close. I could, like, face the microphone. But, like, now I can't do all of my nice commands.
Fun.
All right. So, shifting colors, monkey-like tail, camo. They can use their shifting color for camouflage.
Yeah.
And tails for climbing / spitting venom. I'm sorry. I need reference. I need to know what dragons look like.
Yes, for reference, guys, the references are not
No,
Wings of Fire references. They are, in fact, D&D dragon references, because we are not allowed to have Wings of Fire references.
Of course not. That would defeat the purpose of me drawing these blind.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking something like... Well, like, they're swimmers, right? I don't know. It sounds like the Rainwing... Wait, do they live in tropical forests, or do they... Well, Rainwings, it makes it sound as if they're... Oh, wait, no, like monkey tails. So it's like, maybe they travel around in jungles. So, I don't know, maybe they would be small, because it sounds like they're hopping through trees and climbing things. So, like, they'd be small. This is just me sketching.
Brainstorming.
Did you mention that they had horns or not?
I did not mention anything that was not in the description.
Okay.
You get to figure that out on your own.
Okay. They probably just have normal eyes because they're seeing canopies during daylight. It's fine. Are you liking the sketch?
I'm looking over. I think so. I'm kind of looking at it upside down.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that you couldn't see it anymore. I'm thinking their wings would be smaller. Like, they can still fly, but I feel like having giant wings would be actually a detriment to them, if they're, like, hopping around in trees and stuff. So I'm just gonna give her smaller wings, and then thick, powerful arms for climbing.
Power arms.
And I'm thinking like little horns at the top of their head just to protect them from collision. It's not for anything other than protecting the skull.
I think you're putting more thought into this than the artist intended.
Shut up. I'm drawing a dragon. I don't have anything else but my own thoughts to... Oh, who's here? Maybe make their little spines teardrop shaped so it's like gives more sense to the RainWing kind of thing. Okay. They probably want shorter snouts just because they don't need a long snout. All right. Big powerful arms for climbing.
So you're on to the main drawing.
Yeah. I don't know if I like this position or not, but we're going with it. I need ideas.
Description wasn't quite enough for you, was it?
No, it's never enough. Can I get like an excerpt from the book?
Oh gosh, I'd have to look one up. I only have the first book with me.
Wouldn't it be in the wiki or something?
Yeah. The wiki might have a more generous description. I know I could describe it better than the simple description the book gives.
Can I get like a hint? Like, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking
What
it.
type of hint are you looking for?
I don't know, like body shape?
They're dragon shaped.
Nah, dragon shaped.
I wouldn't say body shapes for Wings of Fire dragons. They pretty much. It's not like exclusive per tribe. You can have a fat one. You can have a skinny one. At least that's how it is. Rainwings. I don't know.
So, in the personality of the books, are they like jerks or are they like nice?
Personality-wise, they're often described as very lazy.
So they're like sloths.
They have pet sloths.
They have... Okay.
Sloths are their pets. Yeah, again, personality, it's much more gray than just black and white.
So like character-based...
The books are just like, these dragons are evil.
Well, I didn't think they were evil. I was just thinking like there's a general like culture for how they act. It'll be interesting seeing how close I get. I feel like I'm not going to get close at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult. They aren't very generous with the descriptions, but it's also interesting to see how you might interpret it as someone who, well, you've read the books, but
Not very recently.
Yeah.
It was like the only reason why I read it was because my little sibling was reading them. So I was like, oh, what are you reading? So I tried, and I was like, I'm going to stick with my warrior cats, like a pleb. I want the wings half extended. Wings be difficult. I don't draw wings often.
Wings, I just have become used to them. But yeah.
Where's this description coming from?
The other description came from inside the book. Basically, at the beginning of like all the books, there's like a little section about the dragon tribes with like images of the tribes and then like descriptions of them.
They did that with warrior cats too. They were like, yes, here are all the cats because we have too many characters and children might not understand
Really,
this.
I don't remember that in Warrior Cats, but I also did not read very many of them.
It was in like the first series
Really?
of books too.
Yep, don't remember that.
I'm giving them eyelashes because I said so.
That's valid.
I think I'm pretty much at, like, other than the wings. The wings are awkward. Because how often do I draw wings? Not very often.
We could do trivia.
Trivia. Okay. Hit me.
Rainwings have accents different from any other tribe, since they have been isolated from most tribes. They are given an Australian accent in the audiobooks.
Okay.
Though Tui does not consider canon. Glory does not have this accent due to being raised outside of the tribe.
So she's an outsider.
Outsider. That's like the whole plot of the third book. I don't even know some of these things. Are these just like, are these canon? Like, where did this come from? Rainwings and leafwings are related.
There's leaf wings?
And some rainwings have traveled to Pantala in the past. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I don't remember this.
Maybe this is some person going, ah, yes, rainforest. Leaf wings. Ha ha ha.
Who knows? Who knows? Some rainwings can perfectly imitate bird calls, such as toucans.
Ooh.
Many rainwings do not have the ability to count correctly, especially younger rainwings.
You mean
That
they
sounds
can't do
mean.
math?
That sounds mean. They can't count correctly. I guess not.
Oh gosh. Who's in charge of their schools?
Themselves.
They can't count. I don't think they're doing a good job.
Well, here's an interesting one. Rainwings cycle through a list of names every time a new egg hatches.
You mean to tell me they're like, oh, the youngest one arrived. The new name for everyone.
I'm sorry, your child must be named Banana. I'm sorry, young dragon, your name is now Banana because it is at the bottom of the list, and the old Banana died 3 years ago.
Oh, that's what you
Rest in
meant.
peace.
Wings.
It's like hurricanes, you know?
Please. This is what I wanted the reference for mostly. Just wings.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna use a magical tool. It's not cheating.
Would you like some examples of rainwing names?
Sure.
Because I saw one. One is named Coconut.
Of course it is.
Mm-hmm. Kinkajou is everyone's favorite, I think.
Kinkajou.
Yeah, everyone loves Kinkajou.
That sounds like Kikachu.
And Glory, of course, being like the main rainwing everyone knows. There's Chameleon. He's a villain.
Of course he is.
Pineapple. I want to know who Pineapple is.
It sounds like a lad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here, I have an alphabetical list. Anaconda. Boto. There's one just called Bright.
Huh.
Bullfrog. I'm gonna ignore the ones I can't pronounce correctly. A chameleon, coconut. There's dazzling, exquisite, firefly, fruit bat, gibbon, grandeur, handsome. Now, knowing that this came from like a list that they cycle through, I think that makes it even more funny.
Is Gloria the only one who, Gloria the only one who doesn't cycle?
Probably not, definitely not. Hers isn't. I do recall the Rainwings like being like, oh, at least they named you decently. So they like her name.
They're just, I bet they're jealous. They're like, oh, you didn't have to go through a cycled name?
Yeah, there's a difference between being called handsome and then pineapple. There's Jambu. I don't know. Jambu. I can't pronounce that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong because that's an important character.
Don't worry, they'll make fun of you anyway.
Magnificent. Mango. Mangrove. Orangutan. Orchid. Splendor. Tapir. Tamarin. Unnamed characters. Yeah.
What happens when the population gets too big? Like, you say they cycle through names, but like, what happens if the population gets too big and they run out of names?
Don't know. Who knows? So I'm going to tell you another interesting fact about rainwings.
Yeah?
They basically throw all of their eggs into a room, and they don't have like normal families.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't know like if a child is yours or not. You'll basically have a child, throw it into the randomized room, and then all of them are raised by the community. There's like, you don't have parents.
How?
And that's why the names are randomized. Because like they don't have parents to name them.
How interesting.
So when Glory was stolen, they basically went into the room, grabbed a random egg, and were like, yeah, this'll work.
Why did they steal Glory?
So there's like a whole prophecy thing, and they were trying to gather the Dragonettes of Destiny, and they accidentally got caught stealing one of the eggs, and all the Skywings, like all their eggs were destroyed.
Oh no.
Because they didn't want this prophecy to happen. So they're like, we're just gonna murder all the children.
Of course, that's
And
always the solution.
so
Murder the children.
So when there's no Skywings, like they need to finish the prophecy somehow, and they're like, I guess we'll take a RainWing because they don't guard their eggs, and they're not a part of the war anyway. So we're just gonna kidnap this child.
Is she resentful of that at all?
I remember her being like, "What? I could have been raised here, like with my brother, because she has a brother that she found there."
How did she know? They're all randomized.
They are, but wouldn't that be disastrous if two siblings or closely related RainWings were to have a child? There is a way to make sure that you are not related to somebody.
Doesn't that have something to do with the venom thing?
Yeah. So they spit venom on a leaf, and then the other one spits the venom on top of the other one's venom. And if it stops the venom from, like, eating away at whatever it's been shot on, then they are related. But if it continues to eat away at whatever it's been spat at, then they are not related.
Wonder how they figured that one out. Wonder if they used to be a Warren race.
I think they were. I'd like to know more about their past.
It's not talked about a bunch?
It's definitely talked about quite a bit in the third book. But, there's one book that takes place in the past, and it also has, like, a beginning section, like all the other books have, with, like, the descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not as, like, they're described as being, like, all the other ones, basically. And they're not separated from society. And their venom is addressed. So clearly, they probably used to interact with the other tribes much differently than they do.
So wait, are the Skywings all extinct? Or do they find one?
It was only all the Skywings from, like, that would hatch on one night. Like, in the general time. So basically, it would be like going to a hospital, and they're like, oh, we don't want any of the babies that are born in October to be alive. So they kill all the babies that are going to be born in October, or that were born in October, and that's how it works. That's how that one night went. It was only that one specific time they didn't want.
I don't get why you're so mad. We only killed 1 month group of hatchlings. It's fine.
It's fine. We kill people in the arena every day.
Oh yeah, the arena. Didn't the main character have to fight in that?
Yeah.
I'm remembering more about these books than I thought I would.
They're entertaining enough.
I was more talking about the fact that it was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
It's also been a really long time since I've read most of the books. Because I haven't, like, reread them very much over time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I've read the first one relatively recently. And I read the graphic novels up until the 4th one, because I haven't gotten the 5th one yet. So I've had, like, a little refresher. But I haven't read the actual books since, like, way too long.
So I'm thinking, because they can turn into any freaking color they want to, they, like, mostly choose to be super freaking colorful and only get into camo mode when they need to.
They definitely love being colorful. Another hint, a lot of it's based on their emotions as well. So different colors mean different things. They're like mood rings.
So either this is going to make a lot of sense, or it's going to be like, what kind of friggin' emotions is this dragon having right now?
Yeah. But either way, ideally, they enjoy being very bright and colorful.
Alright, I think I'm mostly done. I just need to add something real quick, and then we're good.
Where is this one? Oh, this is the German reference. I think it's interesting because different countries have, like, I think it's mainly Germany has different, like, illustrations for all the dragons.
Do they look different, or are they just generally different?
They have the same, like, general traits, but there are some differences that I find kind of interesting.
Do you have a favorite over another sometimes?
Well, I prefer the U.S. Illustrations just because that's what I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the illustrator did a really good job.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay, let me see. Very cute.
Am I close at all?
I mean, that looks like a pretty generic dragon, but yeah. I'd say pretty good. The horns look kind of accurate.
Kind of?
Yeah, so here's the it's gone. Okay, here's the illustration that you get in the book.
So black and white.
Yeah, there is a colored version that someone has taken the time to color in as glory.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, it's not very important with, like, colors for any of the tribes, I'd say, because there is usually a range.
Mm-hmm.
Rainwings are the outlier. They can be any color, but
I kind of got the shape of the little back spines.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but it's like they're too big. I didn't add like little hooks to the. That makes sense. They would be able to climb better if they were able to hook with their wings.
Mm-hmm.
They have more of a beak wing than I added. They have little frills that I didn't add. I added little feather things instead.
I still think they're very cute. Yeah, the frills I think are the most, like, signifying part of the RainWing. Like, you look at that and you're like, oh, frills, RainWing. You kind of make that connection. Otherwise, I'd say they're really, like, honestly, probably one of the more generic.
All
tribes.
right.
Which, you know, other than that, it's like their little curly tail thing they've got going on. They curl up. I don't know, but I still think this was really fun.
Yeah. I now that I'm looking at it, I remember seeing a RainWing, but like it was not at the top part of my head.
You've definitely seen all these before because you've read the book, but it's been a really long time since you've read the book.
It also doesn't help that I don't draw dragons often, so my dragons will end up looking very generic because I don't draw them.
See, mine look generic too because I draw them too much. So I have a lot of similarities between. Just because of how my style goes. I don't know. I'm sorry we only got to cover one in this video. I felt like one was enough for now, but there will definitely be more.
I definitely took longer to draw this than I was hoping to. I thought, oh, I'll just draw it for 10 minutes. 30 minutes later.
To be fair, I think it's mostly commentary. I just don't like cutting out commentary.
Yeah, it is certainly... Because I feel like it runs into each other.
Mm-hmm. And then you're like, oh, how do we get on this topic?
Oh, I don't know.
And with us talking, there's not like long breaks of silence to cut out. I don't know, it's good. Let me know what you guys thought of this. Did Alyssa pass?
Did
the
I
dragon quiz, the test?
Did I do okay?
Can Alyssa become a Wings of Fire creator?
Are you going to accept me into your little community for no good reason other than the fact that I drew a dragon?
Who knows? Answers will be in the comments left by you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.